I'm Will. I'm the creative director at Greenbrier Games, and we're here at Gen Con 2021. And I am here at the booth 823 showing off Fire for Light. Fire for Light is our upcoming survival adventure game. It's coming to Kickstarter in March of next year. I'm going to show you a little bit about it. In Fire for Light, it is a survival game, but it's also an adventure game, and that means that the difficult enemies that you're going to be fighting come in various forms, like these grub tusks here or the skellies. But the biggest baddie that you're facing throughout the entire game is the environment itself. So on your turn, each player gets a number of action points that allow them to move or attack, gather resources, or craft new weapons, or use special abilities that make each character unique. At the end of your turn, if you end on one of these snow spots, that's where the cold is the harshest. And what it means is that you've been exposed to the elements, and that you're going to lose action points on your future turns for the rest of the game. So in Fire for Light, you have to work together, you have to cooperate to get materials, to build better weapons. You can build campfires to mitigate the action point loss that you've got on the harsh cold spots, but you can also buddy up to mitigate that action point loss as well. So what we're doing is leaning into the cooperative elements. We want people to be working together, not only to defeat the enemies, but to stay alive, so that you can experience the entire 18-game campaign that we have in the box.
So is it strictly cooperative, or is there a competitive component to it?
No, it's strictly cooperative.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So so the environment, it's you versus the environment, and you can your buddy up, and it's campaign driven. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So tell me about the cards. What do you got on these cards here?
So there are lots of different types of cards in Fire for Light. Each player is going to start with a number of cards, and when you use your resources to craft, you're going to be crafting new, more powerful weapons. And what happens is you have to manage your hand very carefully, because you can either play cards to use their special effects, but when you take damage, you're going to have to discard cards from your hand. So you have to kind of balance whether or not you want to risk playing your last card for a special attack, because that's going to leave you vulnerable, because if you take damage when you don't have any cards in your hand, you get exhausted.
And these are the characters you're playing right here?
Yeah, so Fire for Light is a story about Neri, who lives in the world of Summer's End, where it's perpetually winter. And she's having visions of strange tech under the ice, in the caverns, in the ruins of this world. And so to try and improve her village and better protect it from bandits and the weather, she goes off in search for this tech. And her sister Iris is maybe a little overprotective of her disaster of a sister, and so she goes with Neri on this journey.
Awesome. Are there other characters as well? Looks like you've got. Oh, so no, this is Iris right here.
This is Iris right here.
And this is her figure?
This is her figure, yes. So this is a boss that you're going to be fighting along the campaign. But there are other playable characters. Right out of the box, there will be 4, because the adventure is 2 to 4 players. So there's Neri, Iris, and then ones that we haven't shown off yet are Jasper and Uwak.
Gotcha. And I see you have some special dice there. I'm assuming that's part of the combat system.
That's
what
correct.
Can you tell us about that?
So these are prototype dice, first of all. So this is all prototype material.
Oh, certainly. Yes.
But so how combat works is when you're on the same space as an enemy, you can use an action point to attack. Each character has their own attack value, and the weapons that you play might increase that or give you special types of attacks. And so you roll dice equal to your attack value, and you're going to be comparing that to the monster's defense value. This is a boss, so obviously it's much higher than a normal enemy, which might be like between 3 and 6. And you're looking for a number of swords equal to or greater than the defense. If you roll higher, you kill the monster. If you don't roll higher, then you take damage. There's no hit point tracking on the monsters.
Okay. But there's hit point tracking on the characters?
No, because that's the cards in your hand.
Oh, the damage. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Awesome. And this is a totally modular hexagonal board system?
Yeah, so the board system is each of the 18 stories in the book will have a way to lay out the tiles that tells you how to do it.
Kind of like Gloomhaven does?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, like they do the scenarios and you have a lot of games are doing that these days. It's very cool. Awesome. And so this is going to hit Kickstarter in March?
In March, yeah.
In March. Awesome. And what's the, what are you looking to retail this at? Do you know, have you thought of that yet?
That's a good question. So right now we're at the tail end of the development stage, where we're looking at all of the components that we're going to have to print and stuff like that. Right. So we don't quite have that ready yet.
Right. I'm sure there's a lot of variability in terms of, cardboard terrain, 3D terrain, that sort of fun stuff. Cool, awesome. Well, looking forward to that. Thank you very much, William.
Thank you.